now, the California-born right-hander is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Three and 2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's out number 1. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy is one of the great hitters of all time. 300 batting average with 300 home runs. That is a tremendous combo. He's a fun player to watch.
Into the box now, Carlos Mora. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two pitch is fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. From the belt, the pitch. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss. So the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. And there are 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Alex Colon. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. Mora leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Number 7, Corey Dickerson.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Dickerson is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
2 down, runners at first and second. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Giants leave a couple. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Steven Strasburg gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
Digging in, Jesse Pitts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Dickerson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Stepping in, Connor Pitts. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting third.
So striding in, Jeremy Pitts. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Boof Bobo, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Ready with the 1-2. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Pitts on third with 2 out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Trout racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the one. Still no score. Striding into the box, Johnny Padilla, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Ground ball left side. Pitts has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Stepping into the box, Saba Tavitsi. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Pitts comes up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 8.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike McDonald, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pitts going back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box, Enrique Patel. A ball and no strikes. His average right at .295 here to start play. 3 homers and 19 driven in. One and 0. Here it is. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Stepping in now, Christopher Huston, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Patel stands at second with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
as a former pitcher, I can tell you sometimes you're just going to have games that get away from you. He's been struggling all outing long, and that wild pitch puts a little salt into the wound. He just hasn't had it in this one.
The set and the 1-2 lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. From the stretch, the 1-2 and another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 and he got him. Giants get a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 San Francisco. Digging in, John Pitts, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
John Pitts.
He's set and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now the 3-0 offering is swung on and missed, strike 1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively.
Batting
And guys,
6.
the thing I want you to take a look at
shortstop.
today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Digging in, Jeff Pitts. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Strasburg on 1-1. Fouled straight back. The Giants have struck first here. They lead at 1-0 as we play the second. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Into the box, Sammy Pitts. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. He's set. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A ball and a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped straight up. And no one will track it down. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Strasburg is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. It remains 1-0. Striding in once again, Carlos Mora. He drew a walk his first time up.
Carlos Mora.
First pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Mike Trout. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alex Colon.
Standing in, Alex Colon. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. Here now the 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Another full count pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm sure the manager is just
Up next
fine
for
with
the
that. I
Giants,
mean, it's better to battle a
left fielder,
slugger like that to the
Corey
end and end up walking him than
Dickerson.
serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Low for ball one. Colon is off at first with 2 away. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Johnny Padilla would be next. Here's the 3-0. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and
Johnny
now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Settling in now, Johnny Padilla. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Here's the 0-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Ready on 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. To the plate now for the
And
Rays is
leading
the
off for the
DH,
Rays,
Walter Uwasi.
designated
First
hitter,
shot for him here.
Walter
2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Very high, 2-1. And the 2-1. Strike taken up in the zone. And he popped him up. Mora onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
In now, Brady Day as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 7 homers and 31 RBIs. A 1 pitch on its way. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. The 1-1. It's a changeup offered at and missed.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate. And then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Standing in now, Jesse Pitts, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Strasburg comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Ball, 1 strike.
And he misses with it, 1-1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Connor Pitts would be next. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Connor Pitts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The 0-1 offering. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Sava Tavitsi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Up next,
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. One ball and one strike to the Giants first baseman. Tavitzi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Enrique.
Coming to the plate now, Enrique Patel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Right there for strike 1. Patel was born in Panama, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Just keeping him close. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The 0-1 off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in,
Up next
kept
to the
his
Giants,
hands inside the baseball,
the
and ripped
shortstop,
the base hit up the middle.
Carlos.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you
Mora.
can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Carlos Mora, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a ground out victim last time up. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Ready with the 2-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Giants on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jeremy Pitts. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Pitts, playing here in his age 26 season, starts the day as the second leading vote getter amongst left fielders in all-star balloting, so we may see him be honored as such this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Strasburg on 1-1. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Booth Bobo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So striding
The right
forward
fielder,
now, John Pitts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're down 1-0. Benito Ordonez gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 6, Benito Ordonez.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Trout. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Mike Trout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Alex Colon. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Standing in now, Johnny Padilla. This is a look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Pitts has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
Number 1.
At the plate, Sava Tavitsi. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Comes set, the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands two men in scoring position. Giants leave a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Jeff Pitts comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Padilla is right there, and a good throw gets him one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Now in the box, Sammy Pitts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's foul.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That gets down, and the Rays' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the fifth inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Into the box now, Walter Uwasi. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That misses 2-0. Pitts, the runner at second with one away. Weak grounder, and that is off the first base bag. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The batter, the first baseman, Brady Day.
Now at the plate, Brady Day, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Jesse Pitts. Line towards center field. Trout is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Standing in, Mike McDonald. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
The first baseman, Mike McDonald.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Third home run for him on the year as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Stepping in now, Enrique Patel. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him third best on this Giant ball club. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christopher Huston. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bounce to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Oh, behind the back. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready once again, Carlos Mora, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Patel leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
That's a ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Hit out towards second. Pitts scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
So a runner at third. 2 men are out. And standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now the 2-0. Line towards center field. Pitts is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. In now, Connor Pitts. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup
And
that
leading
really
off for
hasn't
the Rays,
found its groove in
the
this
second
one.
baseman.
Yeah, only 2 hits so
Connor
far, Matt, and not very
Pitts.
many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Fouled off. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from
Now
the
batting.
offense that we saw
The left
yesterday.
fielder,
They were looking like the
Jeremy
27 Yankees 24
Pitts.
hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
At the plate, Jeremy Pitts. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Scorched to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a
Now
one-out
batting,
base runner.
catcher, Booth Bobo.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Boof Bobo. First offering on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Takes this the other way to right. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you
Now
know what?
batting,
Good
the
hitters
right
are
fielder,
good hitters for a reason,
John
D-Row. And to be able to
Pitts.
hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Standing in now, John Pitts, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Pitts is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Pitts at second, Bobo at first, one gone. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeff Pitts.
So a crucial moment here in standing in, Jeff Pitts, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on the way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. In the dirt here. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Back here on the show. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Eric Pena is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 18, Eric Pena.
Digging in and looking for more, Alex Colon. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Hitter, Alex Colon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap.
And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pitts looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Giants have opened up their lead now 4-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do? and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
The third base
into the box, Johnny Padilla.
Johnny.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Sava Tavitsi is on deck. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So in now for San Francisco, Sava Tavitsi. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Mike McDonald will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Enrique Patel. First pitch coming. Here it is. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Ball 1.
1 strike.
One and 2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
McDonald, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Sammy Aponte gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 19, Sammy Aponte.
Now at the plate, Sammy Pitts, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Left field and deep. Dickerson going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The batter.
Stepping in now, Walter Uwasi. No balls and a strike to count. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Aponte rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Brady Day. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. 1-1 to count. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Jesse Pitts, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The windup and the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2, good change up with some depth.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Giants 4, the Rays 1. Byron LeFave has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Byron LeFave.
Christopher Huston will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
The right fielder, number 28.
First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Comes set with the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right
Now
there.
batting.
Usually you're trying
Shortstop.
for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Mora. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Called strike 0-2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 2-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order, but they lead it 4-1.
Your
Pete Tyson
attention, please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Pete Tyson.
Digging in once again, Connor Pitts. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
At the plate, Jeremy Pitts. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitts on at first, nobody out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Boof Bobo, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
The 2-0. On the line, that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, John Pitts, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. With runners in scoring position this season, Pitts is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
2-0 now. Throw over to first, back in standing. The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
3-0 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping up now, Jeff Pitts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Bases are loaded with only one out. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-1 home. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Bases are loaded here, one man out. This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
Now batting, the third baseman, Sammy Pitt.
Peter
Ladies and
Braun
gentlemen,
is called
your
upon to
attention,
pitch,
please.
really needing that double
Now
play
pitching
ball.
for
Bases
San
are loaded
Francisco,
here with only one
number
man out.
26, Peter Braun.
Sammy Pitts will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
1-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And he will look at a called third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Walter Uwasi, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The set and the 2-1. Nip the corner. 2-2.
2-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
He's set. The 3-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Trout coming on. Oh, and this deflects right off him. 2 runs have scored. He'll come home with it. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Brady Day, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Uwasi leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The 2-2 one more time, and he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Padilla's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 9th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 5-4. Gregory Pitts comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 21, Gregory Pitts.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Colon. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Solo.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Fouled away. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. The 2-2. Popped him up. And there's out number one. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Corey Dickerson so far 2 for 3 in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a line drive. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 2, Johnny Padilla.
Next to bat for the Giants, Johnny Padilla. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Last strike here for the Giants. Another one sent foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Now another 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Tampa Bay came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Byron LeFevre earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Gregory Pitts records the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.